Hey everybody, I hope you guys did well today or had a good learning day. Another solid day in the markets. I gotta be fully transparent with you guys. I did not do my evening thoughts or my morning plan today coming into the markets. I'm not gonna make any excuses for why they did not get done, but I dropped the ball there, so I have to restart my count, if you will, as far as consecutive days where I've come to the markets prepared and have my plans set forth. To go along with that, I also penalized myself. I had to sit out the first 10 minutes, so no scalps, no reactive trades right out of the open. And also, I couldn't take a bigger picture trade until I completed a late watch list, if you will, on the stocks that I had any interest of, all of them, not just the one that I was thinking about to trade, but I had to make sure I repeated the same process and I missed out on opportunity. Some may say, "Oh, why would you do that, CJ? That's detrimental. That there's no point in it. It's already not done." But I did it for two reasons. One, because I want to make sure I'm not adding onto mistakes. So if I make one mistake, I'm not gonna continue to stay wrong by making two, three, four, five mistakes after that. I'll do the right thing, start from scratch, and then start to build up. And two, yeah, it's important to generate revenue while we're trading, but thinking about big picture, my goal is to be a full time trader, and the biggest punishment I can have is not being able to trade. So, forcing myself to sit out until I complete my watch list and have a true plan before I take any scalp or any big picture plans. That's the biggest impact because at the end of the day, this is what I want to do full time, and I'm not there yet. I'm slowly building up my profitability, building up my account, learning different facets of myself as a trader. But until I cross over that finish line, I'm still subject to having to go to work and do all these other things that I may or may not want to do. So at the end of the day, the most important thing to me is to be able to trade. So if I do something to jeopardize that, that's the biggest penalty. And that 3.5 weeks where I was sitting out in May, that was the toughest time because I hadn't been trading. So that's gonna be my punishment for myself. Everybody's gonna be different. Some people will just slap on the wrist, but I'm psychologically strong enough to know better. But I'm kind of enjoying punishing myself a little bit. It just makes me that much hungrier. Even today, I was so much more focused when I was watching the trade opportunity set up. Like, man, if I'd just been prepared. So it's kind of reinforcing. Not that I need it or anything. I've seen the importance of being prepared every day, but it's seeing this from this angle is positive. It'll have a positive growth, and I can assure you I'll make sure I'm prepared for future days. But after I did get over that, had a really good scalp opportunity on Nugget, which would have been a bigger picture idea, but again, not being prepared, didn't want to try to make something out of nothing, didn't want to try to catch up for this miss move to the upside that I could have scalped long, but I got short into this pop towards the 163 level, and let me see, zoom out a little bit. If we go to the daily, you'll see the high here is 165.50. So basically, I was thinking any push, any rip, not just a normal grind up, but any parabolic move like we started to get out of the open towards that level, I'd be looking to short with the risk off of 165 over under, but my stop would be around 165.5. Reason being is today we had a monster, or yesterday we had a monster washout day, but it was setting up nicely for any uh, tops to fail or any pushes upwards to fail. I'm having some issues on my. There we go. Doing this video recording pretty late, but basically looking for any parabolic moves like this. Basically pulling up or shooting up without much pullback into the that 165 level, and based off of the amount of volume that we were getting and this candle action on the 1 minute chart, let me go to that actually a little bit better. On the 1 minute, as you can see, we have 3, 6, 7 green candles and no pullback. So I got some pretty good scalps on this deal, and it's of course after. It's funny, it's 2 minutes after my 10 minute rule, and was about 5 minutes after I finished all my watch list and everything after starting on it late. But I got almost top ticked it. My highest entry, the high of this kind was 162.88. I think I got 162.76, and I covered into this next candle here. I think for plus 70 or so. But hindsight, like I said, not done, not rushed to get my plan done so I can be off of probation, what have you, and trusting my ideas, which is what I'm having a problem with. I've been making a lot of good big picture plans, and I've scalped with the big picture in mind, which has reduced my risk profile significantly, but also increased my profit per trade. So I used to be trading about 25 cents per win, and on really whatever size for whatever the name that was, I consistently get about a quarter. But now I've probably pushed it up to 50, 60 cent on average for every scalp trade that I'm taking, and having a pretty nice win percentage. The win percentage I'm not going to necessarily state, but it's pretty lofty. And at the rate that I'm going with the risk to reward, it's going to add up nicely over the long term. I do look for that win percentage to drop a little bit, just being conservative. But as long as it stays over my 65% that I planned out for the big picture plan, since I'm taking scouts based on the big picture plan, I'll be happy. But after speaking with my trading partner, I'm really kind of selling myself short, and my entries are really solid, and that creates a problem because I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where I'm crossing that boundary of it being a bad trade since I'm selling myself so short on great entries. And yeah, as a scalp and difference between scalping and bigger picture plan, but I do know in the back of my mind the the focus of this month, the last month, and potentially August is working those bigger picture plans. And I honestly haven't been taking enough of those opportunities and really letting the trade work. Now I've gotten into them yesterday. I had some good longs off the bottom, off the wash yesterday, but I I really want to take heed to looking into those opportunities because even without seeing what happened on the rest of the chart, I was here, kind of got out way too early, didn't really let the scalp work. But after this wash and then retest on the highs, this is what I had written on my well, revised watch list. Again, it's not the one that's gonna be posted, but off my notes, and it played out perfectly. It got the could have entered at 162.5. They had my risk off of this 163 level over under, and if it popped through and looked like it was going to set a base, take it off for minus 50. No harm done. Had to scalp for house's money to kind of protect myself. But when it washed like this, as that was a really good opportunity to have a nice one to easy $1 to $2. And of course, nothing is easy in the stock market, but these are the things that you be patient for. You gotta wait for the trades to come to you. So when I hear the bigger time traders saying it, let it set up, look for a pattern, look for a set risk. These this is starting to really click, not just go through the motion. Oh, that's what he was talking about, hindsight. Starting to be able to see it live time and not have anxiety or not second guess your trade once you put it on. But I'm happy with the play that I did take, and I'm consistently just building myself one step at a time. Look to finish this week out solid. Got 2 more days, but I'll definitely be taking a bigger look over the weekend, and hopefully my schedule will come back a little bit more free so I can have the full market day instead of being interrupted after the morning or into the midway into the morning session. I think that'll make a difference coming down the road. But like I said, that's I'm getting there, and I hope you guys are learning and able to maximize whatever opportunities you have before you because I'm play both sides of the fence here. You got to understand that more opportunities are going to come, but you got to treat each one like it's your last if you see the one that you need to take. So that's where I'm in the middle ground between making sure I come with my war gear for what's there, but still have the patience for what's to come down the road. But enough on Nugget. Happy with that. Had my day green. One other thing that I was really happy about was my read on SPY, my read on LABU. So SPY, although it can keep going, my feel was that it's kind of getting extended. And we had three major up days. I thought we might get a little bit more gap, but I did see it in pre-market, and it was around the 215.5 level. And I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll get a fail out of the open, and it'll wash out. And I was telling my trading partner, I was like, it could use a just some type of wash. The volume has been solid so far. Still really pretty close to the 90 million every day, but I think I like to see significant pullbacks to kind of just help refresh, even if the move does continue. Now, I haven't gotten to measuring moves and all those type of things, but I do think we are near the maybe it's short-term top. We could get $2-3 more, maybe to the 217s, but I think today was good for the overall market sentiment, and if we are to get continuation, I think it will depend on days like this where it's just kind of out of nowhere. Traders weren't really expecting it, and just boom, just sell off, and tries to bounce, fails, and then sells off again, but reclaims at some point in the day. Didn't expect it to be this quickly, and then continue back into the 215s, but this is I anticipated it correctly based off of logical and educated decision making. So I'm really excited about that. And to correlate with this SPY movement, LABU, which is the biotech ETF, I was after I got this big candle here confirmation out of the open. I was on LABU after it got its crack on this candle. It was at into the 940 out 940. From here, I was telling my partner, I was like, hey, I'm thinking LAU is shortable from here on out until something changes. Either news comes out relating to LABU or SPY catches another set of legs or something like that. But I, of course, didn't think that we would get a 5 point wash from when I was typing that. I didn't get any feels on it, but like I said, I was just trying to take in the market movement. And at this time, I was also trading Nuggets, so I'm still at the point where I'm trading one ticker at a time, keeping my focus in one place. But I this wash got the crack, retest, and then fell red to green again, and then that's all she wrote. I mean, uh, no, I'm kind of annoying myself, but doesn't take much. And if it's it doesn't take much, then put some on. Yeah, blah blah blah. I'm working on it, but at least I'm seeing it. So that feels really good for my trader progression. I didn't see too many comments on LBU. I'm not trying to be the hero, but I'm definitely working on my own development and working hand in hand with my trading partner. He's been invaluable to my development. Hopefully, I've contributed the same. But these are the type of movements that'll make you feel really good. Sometimes it can make you feel overconfident, but I think I'm humble enough as an individual, and I know how much further I have to go. But this is really a positive sign of the what ifs and the where can you take this thing, because like I said, I didn't have any hesitation about the short. Like I said, I was just managing this nugget trade over here and looking for other potential entries. I kind of, like as I said in the last video, I do get too tunnel vision sometimes when I'm trading a nugget, but as I'm acknowledging that, working on expanding my vision, starting to see other trades, maybe even take a bigger picture trade. That may be something I try to incorporate for August, forcing myself to trade at least one other ticker a day with a proper plan to really get myself just multitasking a little bit better than I have been. But it was a good day. It was a good learning day. It was green, but more importantly, I got a little bit better. And I hope you guys do the same. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my blog at tradefortime.blogspot.com. And like I said, the objective is green and flat. Have a good evening. Thank you.